officer for president. He's got a fire starter tonight.
Mr. Presiding Officer, fellow Toastmasters, I don't know if we have any guests.
Yes.
You know, my favorite quote, leadership quote, is leadership is action, not position. Leadership is action, not position. So whenever I take a leadership role, I think of that. Whenever I hire somebody, I want to know, okay, you were in this position, but what did you do? And as I reflected on last year's year with Bellingham Evening Toastmasters, we had a lot of great leadership and a lot of action, especially from two groups. One, we had an excellent executive committee. Now, I could give you all kinds of superlatives on our executive committee, but I just want to highlight two or three of them. One, this room doesn't get set up by itself, so we had excellent Sergeant of Arms, who I really appreciated, which was Kurt Remington and Leah Prella, who's not here today, who set up the room and take it down. So sometimes we overlook that, so I want to recognize that. Second, our Vice President of Memberships last year, that's Charlotte Ball and Tiffany, they recruited 28 new members. That's huge. Our goal is 8. And Ellie, she signed up all 28. She's not here today. And also I'd like to recognize Deb, because Deb's our Vice President of Education. She's filled all the roles, brings in the projector. So we had an excellent executive committee. And I truly appreciate that. I hope this lady's not going through that right now.
Stop her. Stop her.
No, you can't go through.
Stop. No.
Can't go through there.
Yeah, the alarm went off.
That was part of my Firestarter. Because I couldn't do my Firestarter last week because that went off. The second group is a strong membership. When I first was president, I walked in here and I'm like, wow, we need some new blood. And just as I said that, the first person who walked in the door was John Mason. He was smart, professional, and somewhat a clown. Exactly what we needed in this club, because he does tremendous presentations, but he doesn't take himself too seriously. And I think that's what our club needed. Also, when I looked at our club, I thought, wow, I think I need like an AARP card to join this club. We seem so old. But then the next person who walked in was Tiffany Holden. And she was she was like the Energizer Bunny when she got here. Plus she looked real young. And she started, as the VP, she started attracting more new members. Do you realize half of our new members are under 35? So that's pretty outstanding. We just had a strong membership throughout the year, which made our meetings fun. Now, again, leadership is action. Well, what kind of results did we get? Do you realize we were Presidential Distinguished Club, like in January? We had 5 competent communicators last year, 2 advanced communicator bronze, and 7 CLs or advanced CLs last year. That's outstanding. Also, I already told you that we recruited 28 new members. Do you realize that was number 2 in District 2? Out of 189 clubs. Do you know who number 1 was? Amazon.com. They're probably forced to do it. But yeah, we were the #1 community club last year in recruiting new members, which is outstanding. Third thing, do you realize we won 3 of the 4 area speech contests and had 2 of us go to the division contest. As far as I know, we've never done that before. And we're also Super 7 5 times in a row. He's like, whoa, whoopie do. That means all 7 of our officers get trained. You know what that helps? That helps our reserves. We have very strong reserves in this club because we get $70 every time we are a Super 7, and we're in great shape to get another Super 7. And finally, a Super 7, all 7 of our executive officers get trained. Went to a district training. And finally, we were doing so well last year that the District 2 gave us the opportunity to host the Bellingham Melee, and we had 120 people show up, which was outstanding. So leadership is action, not position. And I think our club had plenty of action because we have an excellent executive committee, a strong membership, and I think we're positioned to have another tremendous year. And I think Kurt Remington and the rest of the executive committee are just going to keep the good times rolling for BET. Mr. Presiding Officer.
Why did Patrick